Hello everybody and welcome back to Provis Gaming and more This War of Mine, Paragons of Virtue. Playing with the Little Ones expansion. So, day 33 and it looks like the crime wave has already broken. It only lasted about 3 days, which is remarkably short, but okay. So, in the end, we are going to have more than enough ammunition to carry us over the rest of the game. No problem. Loads of guns. I mean, good lord. 5 shotguns? Marko, I'm bleeding. What are you talking about? You're not bleeding, are you? God, I hope not. Christo, go take care of your daughter for a minute because I'm a little bit concerned for her well-being, you know? That's not good. I don't know. It would be sad if, you know, she had some problems right before the end of the war. I mean, we're practically at the final stretch here, man. Alright, Marin, why don't you go ahead and eat, and then we'll make some more meals. Keep everyone well fed. We have plenty of food. I can't really see much of any reason not to do so. Just aside from the fact that, well, we don't have to spend the time on it, but that's about it. She's scared. Please don't go out at night. Sometimes I have to, but I'll try to stay in tonight. Christo's not going anywhere, and Christo has not gone anywhere for a month. With the exception of maybe helping some people. That's about it, though. Well, even so. I will allow them to have their heartwarming hug moment. Anything we care about here? Not really. Why don't you go ahead and start making some medicine? Because one thing I suppose we could do is actually go to the hospital. I haven't done that before. I said that I probably wouldn't, but you know what? I guess there's not really any reason not to. Iskra, go ahead and collect up some more water. Let's make a couple more meals. Well, by a couple, I mean like 6. Enough to tide us over for the rest of the game, easily enough. But yeah, I can take a bunch of medicine, and what I can do is, since we are towards the end of the war, I actually can take a bunch of medicine and bandages and donate it to the hospital to try and help those in the last days of the war, the survivors, after the UN peacekeeping forces come by. I'm not really sure it does anything for me, but it certainly can't hurt, right? And we're Paragons of Virtue. We have the resources. We're going to get through it. We don't need it to survive. And the only reason we haven't gone to the hospital before is because we haven't needed to, but, you know, now's our opportunity. So I think we might as well take it. Iskra, go ahead and check that rat trap. Christo, take a bite. Like so. I'll give you one more and then we'll send you to bed, probably. Yeah, I know, you wouldn't mind another helping. That's why I'm giving you another helping. Iskra, rat trap. Go ahead and put in the fertilizer. Christo, go take a nap. And everyone should be okay. Iskra's a little bit sad and hungry still, but I'll go ahead and tell her to go make another meal. Or eat a meal. Sorry, that's what I mean to say. And I guess since nobody came, we might as well just end the day as soon as Iskra has done this. Now, I don't know if I end the day, if it'll calculate that she ran this way and started eating the food. But if I end the day as soon as she starts eating, I know it'll finish. So we'll go ahead and do it that way. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and go to the city hospital. Marko, you shall be our man for the job. Everyone else take a nap-see. Christo will, of course, guard. Go to the city hospital. I'm going to take a whole bunch of meds. And I'm going to take a whole bunch of bandages. And we're going to donate them. We're going to donate like freaking crazy. Donate all of it. All of it goes. Donate it as much as we're able to. We don't need this treasure trove. Help those in need. Help those survive the last of the war. They say it still operates, but maybe it's just a rumor. No? And there's an armed guard who's protecting the hospital. Just don't do anything stupid. Well, I'm not planning on it. Now, there is still some scavenging opportunities, but as you can see, there's also a lot of opportunities for theft, which I'm not really planning on doing. If we were wounded or ill, right? Not slightly wounded, not slightly sick, but actually wounded or worse, right? We could come here, and, we could, sorry. Just had a now, anyway, we could come here and the nurses would take care of us. They'd bandage us up. If we didn't have enough medicine or anything, that would certainly be an option. Do you want to make a donation to the hospital? Oh my gosh, you have no idea. We could just help the hospital. Of course I'm going to help the hospital. 6 bandages, 10 bottles of meds to Sandu. There you go. The patients will appreciate this. Well, I sure as heck hope that they will. But even if they... You don't have to make, like, erect a statue in my honor. That's not required. I mean, it wouldn't be inappropriate, but... No, I'm just kidding, of course. Oh, true heroes don't do something with the expectation of a return on investment, so to speak. We'll go ahead and scavenge the rest of this. Apparently you have a bunch of food. You don't want the food? This isn't considered theft. It's just sitting out here. Nobody wants it. That seems a little weird. Let's take a look at this note. What's going on here? It's an excerpt from the damage report after one of the shellings. 32 patients, 3 killed, 12 wounded. Intensive care, lots dead. Children's ward. Oh, gosh. Almost every single child died. Children's ward took the most damage. Dang. It's a little bit messed up. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and leave. I guess we'll check this last little oil drum right here, but that's all we need to do. Pretty useful place in the early game, especially if you are running low on ever so crucial medicine. But in the meantime, there we go. I guess it's one more map done. I'm not going to go to the Quiet House. I'm sure there are some people who want me to go to the Quiet House now just to finish off the entire map, but no. I'm not going to steal. I'm not going to mess with those people. We'll leave them be. And we brought some stuff back, but of course we did a good deed. Donated very heavily to the hospital. I hear that it's tax deductible. Alright, Marko, go take a napsy. Christo, why don't you come down here as well? Nope, Marko, please eat. Gosh dang it. Over here. I need you to rest up. Like so. Christo, you can eat as well. Iskra's fine. Marin could use a little bit of food, I suppose. We should only have, like, 1 day left. That's it. Pretty darn easy, if you ask me. Iskra, I guess go ahead and use the water collector. Actually, first check the radio. I want to make sure that the peacekeeping services are on their way. Okay. So going back to the beginning. Medicine. Still nothing here. We have no idea what's going on. Animals. Still pretty warm. Okay. Well, good. Marin, there's not really anything else that we need to do, so I guess I'm just going to go ahead and... we could make the medicine, I suppose, or bandages, but we don't have a lot of herbs left. You know what? No. Marin, go ahead and cook a couple more meals up, just in case we need them. Just in case the war goes on a day or two longer. Keep everyone nice and fed. We get no particular bonus for doing so aside from vanity. And let's go ahead and end the day. This is going to be a pretty short video, I imagine. We shouldn't have to play much further than we already have. I guess we could go to... I guess we could go to the garage and donate some more stuff. Help that guy out. Sure. I'm going to take the last of my meds, bandages, and a bunch of herbal meds. Let's try to get that old man well. Yeah? Just donating everything, left and right. I mean, when you know the war is going to be over pretty soon, makes it very easy to start letting go of all the excess and helping the last people we can get through. You know what? You can have all of it. I'm not taking anything. There you go. A thank you would have been appropriate, just, you know, for manners' sake and everything. But it's okay. No need to thank me, citizen. Whatever. Moving on. Day 35. Now, is this the end of the war right now, or do we have a little bit more to do? I mean, I don't feel like we should. Well, it doesn't say it's the end of the war yet. Okay. Well, I guess it's not the end of the war. I got nothing. So sorry to disappoint. No, you did a good thing. No one's disappointed. You did exactly what you were supposed to. Exactly what you were supposed to. Alright, everyone line it up. Everyone line it up. We're getting some food. Everyone's eating. Iskra, you are next. Marko, go ahead and rest. Getting like a... I'm getting like a soup line right here. Huh. Kind of funny. Tickles me pink, I tell ya. Tickles me pink. Daddy! Yes, Daddy! Iskra, can you please move? No one can see the food. There we go. You get out of here. And you eat your meal. Christo, why don't you go ahead and rest since you were up all night. Iskra, go check the rat traps. Not that there's anything in particular to do with them, but go check them anyway. And actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and end the day and move on. Oh! Never mind, the war is over! Yay! We survived! Oh, this war of mine. We lasted 35 days with the custom team and it went well. Now we get to find out what all of the events were and how we responded to them. Just kind of like a recap of some things that happened. A shell hit a nearby tenement and some people were trapped under the rubble. Christo helped pull them out. Day 6. Ignored and feeling lonely. No one had time for me and everyone ignored me. I hated it. What? We never ignored you, Iskra. We took good care of you. You're ungrateful. Our neighbor felt unsafe and asked for us to help her board up her windows. We did that. Yes, we did. Sniper. This must be the man with his child. Yep. Marko helped a man who was wounded by a sniper while coming home to his sick child. Ooh, that looks violent. Violent skirmish. Several soldiers were killed by Marko. Yes, as vengeance for the man that they murdered in cold blood. Yeah, I feel okay with that. Yeah, I still feel okay about that. Our neighbor's children asked us for medication for her. We shared what little we had with them. Saved a life. Oh, it's a snowman! Winter was very cold, but at least I could build a snowman. Too bad my friends weren't there to see it. Is this the outbreak of crime or what? Fight for survival. Marko encountered several bandits and managed to kill them all. In the warehouse, after they were planning on hitting a humanitarian aid convoy. You are very welcome. I am the unsung hero after all. The hungry children, they asked for some food. We shared with them. Yes, we did. And blood on our hands. Marko killed a bandit. Well, this would be for them brothel. Where's a note about saving some women from... What? I didn't just... No! That feels like it doesn't do it any justice. That was my finest moment. The long-awaited ceasefire finally came into force, ending the fighting. And now we gotta take a look at the epilogue. This is the part of the game where, depending on how many good actions you take and such, the people's endings will change. Some will have very good endings, and some would have very bad endings. But we were Paragons of Virtue, so I have high hopes. Surviving the war, Marin set about finding the boy who once brightened his day. His efforts proved futile, so he rebuilt his house and kept the action figure in the shop window. And one afternoon, the entrance bell rang and the familiar smile has once again filled Marin's workshop and his life with light. I'm going to say that's a good ending, but at the same time, what about your wife and the Molotov cocktail? I mean, it's sort of implied that her hair caught on fire, but... like, did she survive? Is that... Wow, I guess we'll never know. When the war ended, Christo managed to reunite with his wife. Luckily, she was unhurt. They resumed work and did their best to alleviate the effects war had on Iskra, as well as ensure that she had a normal childhood. Perhaps with a lot of love and care, they would succeed. The family managed to reunite after the ceasefire, but Iskra's experience did not leave her unscarred. Due to her time in the basement, she developed a phobia of rats and confined spaces. Her mother made sure she had a bright room with a large window and gave her a cat. Iskra always kept him close at night in case any rats came. That doesn't feel like the very good ending, but I suppose I can't really expect anything more than childhood trauma. That's sort of fair. After the war, Marko found his family, who managed to avoid the worst atrocities hidden away by a friendly country family. They came back to Pogoren along with other people. Normalcy returned to the city, buildings were rebuilt, schools and shops reopened. Life went on. Well, and that's the end of it then. What fun. That was a good playthrough, honestly. We did very, very well. Now, granted, we did have Marin and Marko together on the same team, which helped a lot, don't get me wrong. Very strong combination. I've never played with the two of them together before, but wow, they were good. There are, of course, a lot of other really good characters out there still. Katya, Bruno, Boris, and so on. Don't get me wrong. We could have had a much stronger team. I deliberately balanced it in such a way that Christo and Iskra I didn't expect to be very much help. So they would take a lot of our resources without adding too much to the group. So there are worse characters out there, of course. But no, using what we had, using our strengths, using our efficiency more than anything else, and following a really good, efficient strategy to get our food situation taken care of, I mean, we were in pretty good shape, and we did very, very well, and I had a lot of fun with this series. It's a great game, honestly. It really is. It's a very, very fun game, and you can play it many different times using all manner of different setups here. For example, wow, oh crap, I didn't mean to hit that. Apparently there's a Marko-only playthrough? Seems kind of crazy, doesn't it? I'm not going to start playing that right now. That's insane, but... Oh, look, this, by the way, this is the new house. The new house that was added with the Little Ones DLC. Interesting. Well, anyway, that's not what I'm going to play right now, but apparently I've unlocked that. A lot of cool challenges, ways to try and beat the game, with very, very few people or very weak characters. I like it. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video and this entire series, and will consider hitting that like button if you did. Leave a comment showing your support, and of course subscribe if you want to see my future content. My name is Provis, and I will see you guys next time.